Okay. So you're all aware of Ambani's son's marriage. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone in Mumbai?
Yes.
Anyone is going? I heard that there is some people in Mumbai can also go there without invitation. Is it true? Yes? Come on, speak
Not
up.
sure. Not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have a
Yes.
small story for you. Okay. Let's see
Thank you.
what is that story. And for that story, I'll use Google. Okay. So I'll see Ambani's son's marriage expense. We'll see that. Okay. This is actually posted on April 24th, which was a pre-wedding. Okay. I'm not sure if you were aware of it 2-3 months back. It was for pre-wedding. But now Ambani's wedding, the total cost is 500 crores. How much?
500.
5,000.
5,000 crores. Sorry, it's not 500, it's
5,000.
5,000 crores. Okay. So it's 5,000 crores. Now, I don't see movies, but still here and there I see some of the, I have heard about it. There was a movie called One Day CM. Have you heard about that?
No.
One Day CM.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that movie?
No.
ஒரு நாள் முதலமைச்சர்.
Okay.
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 In Hindi,
It was
Nayak.
like
Nayak.
Okay.
Nayak.
Nayak.
The villain says to hero, it's very difficult to be a minister, so you be one day chief minister and see and show what you can do, right? Now I'll tell you one small story. In India, poverty line is there. Okay, when I say poverty line, people who don't even have a one-time food to eat, right? So we don't. I mean, they don't even have one-time food to eat. Let's see what is a percentage. And let's take that from Google, ChatGPT. Okay. So India's, let's use ChatGPT for that. Okay. It says 83 million. Okay. So 83 million people don't have anything to eat. And India's total population is 140 crores. Okay. In 140 crores, there are 83 million people, they don't have anything to eat. Okay. Now, let's see on an average, if a man, I mean, if any person, if he has to have a 3 times food in a decent 3-star hotel, the food expense will be 300 rupees per day. Okay, more than enough. Breakfast 100 rupees, lunch 100 rupees, dinner 100 rupees. I'm not asking you to go to a 5-star hotel. Even if you go to a 3-star hotel, if a person is going to a hotel, 300 rupees should be more than enough to have a decent food. Do you agree? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if Ambani had given this 500 crores to the people who don't even have anything to eat, let's do a simple division. 500 crores divided by 83 million. Let's see how much each one gets. Okay. Each one gets 600 rupees. Okay. Each person, that is all the 83 million people, they will get 600 rupees if he had given this money to the people, the Indian poverty. Ambani had the power to make India one day poverty free. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Yes.
I repeat, Ambani had the power to make India one day, forget about one day CM. Ambani had power to make one day poverty free the complete nation. That would have been a very great achievement that would have, if it would have happened. Now tell me, why did this not happen? He could have thought, right? He could have done this. See how my brain is addicted to data. My brain never settles for anything. Yesterday, I was just seeing the article, how much they have spent for marriage, right? How much they have spent for food. I was just seeing actually for catering itself, they have spent some 200 crores, it seems, only for food, right? I was just thinking 5,000 crores for marriage. If he has split it across 83 million people in India who is below the poverty line, Ambani had the power to make India the complete India one day. Forget about in future. One day he had the power to make poverty free. Now tell me, why this did not happen. Is it only me who's thinking like that? Have you never got this thought? Come on, share your thoughts. Or tell me what good thing happened by spending 500 crores on marriage. He's calling all over the world. He's calling all the celebrities. He's all calling sports person, all of the ministers. He's calling a lot of people and he's inviting. So what good thing can happen?
Economy growth rate will
He's
increase.
also providing Santosh like some job work for
Okay.
people.
Okay. Good thing. Good to know that.
He
Okay.
want- he want to maintain his status, that's why.
I mean, if you could have made India poverty free for one day,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could have been
I,
even
I
more,
agree on
even
that
more.
really. Yeah,
That could have
but
been even more
but
proud
he could
moment,
have
right?
done, but why is doing I also don't.
And one more thing also, I was just saying that. Okay, this 500 crores. Somewhere I was just seeing. Okay, it is only his 0.5% of his net worth. It seems. That means he is spending the amount he's spending. Right. This is just 0.5% of his total net worth.
He's total
Forget about
spending
money.
amount.
Forget about
Mostly
money.
he is giving all works and that marriage works. All he giving
He,
working some people also. So
For
that is
what?
not
One
he's
day work,
giving.
huh? Is it for one day work? Catering is for
So,
one day. Okay.
yeah,
Decorations is for one day.
he's all giving the work na Santosh.
That is what he's giving
Provide.
work for one day or what?
Yeah, one day. Like that total.
he's a billionaire.
See, he's
That
just
one day work will help him to earn more money for.
Yeah.
He's
Do you think he's
maintaining his
giving?
standard with the market leaders.
He
He's
deserved that.
maintaining the standard. Okay.
He deserved that.
He wants to reach the global market with his all getting around the world people.
See, my question is very simple. Another 0.5% he could have spent for India means India would have been a poverty free for one day. Agree or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Then why this did not happen? Can anyone reach out to him and speak?
I think
Possible?
his own opinion,
Sorry.
his own decision,
He has
his
no
own decision.
benefit, maybe.
Okay.
You want to show his poverty.
Okay. See, let me tell you.
This will create investment for him also.
Okay.
Santosh.
Okay. See, let me tell you. If he is spending 5,000 crores for his son's marriage, that means he's also trying to get business from a lot of people. Okay. So that is the main motive. But the objective of me bringing up this example is I want you to understand the importance of data. Nowhere we get this. It's just a news today morning I read, and from the today morning's news, I was able to think that India can also be a poverty free for one day. See how the data is playing here, right? You're all future data analysts. Your brain should start thinking in terms of data. It's not like one person is giving the data, you are doing the report and you're getting paid. No, try to think out of the box. The one which was a news on the newspaper, and I was able to convert that into a story. That quality is required if you want to become a data analyst, right? So think over, and maybe whether the marriage was that much of amount was needed or not, it's secondary. We are not here to debate here. Its own choice, its own son. I mean, everything is personal, right? There's nothing that we are interfering in his wishes. But I'm trying to tell you the importance of data here. I know the Indian population, I know the Indian poverty line, and I know how much is spending as a simple mathematics calculation, as if I'm doing. My chat GPT is helping me, right? But you need to figure out how to bring the insights. The information which I'm bringing out of this news is called with. Remember, information is wealth. Information is wealth. Every single information is a wealth for business. Okay, with all that stories, let's get back to the subject. So in the last class, we have talked about OLAP and OLTP. Can anyone summarize what are the examples we have seen for both?
OLAP is nothing but online transactions, which we saw ATM and other online booking for tickets.
Okay.
ATM OLAP is it is a
Amazon.
data which will provide you not on the same time. It will get read one or
Real
two
time
yeah.
transactions.
Analyze our
OLAP
process
is
and
just do with the analysis part. Like you yesterday you gave an example on Amazon, like
Netflix.
adding the cart and deleting the cart, that one. And OLTP is uh, like
Okay.
real-time processing.
Okay, so let me
Uh,
repeat. OLTP stands for online transactional processing, where the transaction takes place immediately. There is no buffer time for this. It has to happen within seconds to milliseconds. Okay, your bank cannot wait to update your transactions for 3 days, 2 days, 5 days. Not possible. Whereas for analytical processing, I gave an example for Netflix. You watch movies for 3 days. The fourth day, they'll recommend a movie for you, right? So that is what we have seen. And we have also seen the Amazon. 3 days they'll analyze your activities, what you're doing, how many times you're coming in into the website. All this they'll understand, and then they'll take forward to the giving the promotions, offers, discounts, cashbacks. All this will happen, correct? Now with this two, OLAP and OLTP, we have also agreed that there is no other technology in the world which can beat the speed of SQL transaction, correct? So that is what we have learned. Now let's see some of the differences. Let's see some of the differences. Now here we are talking about OLTP. This is like a ATM transactions which I have told you, and this is like a Netflix where they will give the they'll recommend the movies for you, correct? Now what exactly happens is, if you're going for ATM, even for withdrawing 100 rupees, even if you are withdrawing 1,000 rupees, and you go 10 times or 20 times, every single time they will go and update. So the volume, if you see, handles a large number of small transactions. You go one time ATM, they'll update. You go one time, update. You go one time, they'll update. So every single transaction, even in a day, if you go 100 times, the number of transactions is more, but still the amount you're transacting, every small amount also they keep updating, right? And this is very simple, right? Every single transactions will be updated. It's very easy, and the response time has to happen in milliseconds. Okay, even in ATM, I've told you, you enter the pin, you enter the amount, while the amount is counting itself, you'll get a message. That should be the response time. You cannot wait for your bank to update for 3-4 hours. Even if it is a 3-4 hours, in the 3-4 hours there is a chance that you will misuse it, right? Possibility is there. If your bank balance is not changing, even after withdrawing some money, you'll again and again go withdraw, right? High likely chance of fraud can happen. So the response time should be milliseconds, and it is mainly used to track all the transactions, and it is our day-to-day real-time transactions which is running the business. Now all this stands for online transactional processing. Now let's talk about OLAP. Here it handles a large volume with a complex query. Why complex query? Or how many times he has come in this website, how many times he has added to the cart, how many times he has removed from the cart, how many times he has actually browsed the product, why he is not buying. All of this will become complex, but they'll start analyzing, right? So the queries will be complex. Now I'm not saying this will take like 1 or 2 months. It can happen minutes to hours and 2 days. Within days also it can happen. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, everything can still be considered. Okay. Now here it is aggregated. When I say aggregated, totally in this particular day, in today particular day, how many times he has logged into the Netflix, how many hours he has watched it, how many times he has logged into Amazon portal, all this will be aggregated. When I say aggregated, it is going to be counted. So like this, we are going to track it. Okay. And finally, this is definitely useful for decision making. Okay. Why decision making? I know, what is this guy is coming into Amazon portal, is not buying, what is wrong? Let's analyze and give him offers. Now that decision is made by analyzing it, and that is also the purpose. Okay. Now this is a difference between OLAP and OLTP. They will ask this question in interview. Remember this. Okay. They'll definitely ask this question. What is OLAP and OLTP? Can you give an example? And if they're asking the difference, please also tell this difference. Now, we also see that most of the data that we are receiving for the analysis, right? we are receiving from the analysis, we see that 45% of the data is transactional data. That means it's our business real-time data, right? Any transaction that is happening, we are immediately receiving it. And even though the data is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, we would still consider it as SQL is never replaceable. No one can ever replace SQL. I'm telling you, it's already been 50 years that we are using this language. And even after 20, 30 years, whether we are there or not, no guarantee, but the technology will be there. That's how SQL is. Okay. And we see that most of the people who are using for data processing is SQL they're using, then followed by Python. And you know what? Here we are going to learn SQL, which is going to be used by all of the data engineers, data analysts, data scientists, anyone who is willing to work with data. You have to know SQL. SQL is like your communication language. Before entering into IT, the first thing they look after is you have to have a communication. I would say more than English, your SQL is important if you're going for a data-driven technology in order to work in IT. So please keep this in mind. This is a mandatory skill that each and every one has to know. Whether you're a developer, you're a tester, whether you're a data analyst, data scientist, whoever you are, if you're touching the table, if you're touching the database, you have to know this language. Okay. Now with that, as I've told you, there are so many databases in the market. There are so many databases in the market. I have related this database to a pen drive. I have related this database to a pen drive. What does the pen drive do? Pen drive is nothing but which is storing the data. Similarly, here also we do have different brands of database. One is MySQL, one is Oracle, one is DB2, IBM, SQL Server, Postgres. There are different database in the market. Okay. Now, for a minute, let's think over. Even in the pen drive, we have different brands. Okay, we have Samsung, we have Sony, right? We have SanDisk, and we have Transcend. We have 4 different brands. Now, for a minute, let's assume that this is not a data analyst class. This is a simple computer science class where you people don't know what is computer and you have joined here to learn computer. Okay, let's keep this as an example for next 1 minute. Think that this is not a data analyst course. Think that it is a computer science course where you don't know how to work with Paint, how to work with Word, Microsoft Word. You don't know how to type it. So you're learning here typewriting. You don't know what is CPU. Nothing you know. You have joined here to learn about computer. Okay. Now, question to you. In this session, I am going to teach you how to use pen drive. This is a session today. How to use pen drive. Now, if I say how to use pen drive, what you will tell? First, take out your pen drive, okay, and you have to plug it in the USB port of your computer or your laptop. Immediately on the right side corner, you will be getting a new device detected. Then you have to go, you have to open it. Then you can operate all the files, copy files, delete files, everything you can operate. And please remember, while removing the pen drive, you have to click eject and then you have to remove it. Okay, class complete for, we have completed the session for how to use pen drive, correct? Now, in the class, I have taught you how to use Sony pen drive. Tomorrow you get a job. Tomorrow you get a job. In that job, they're using a Samsung pen drive. Straightforward question. Will you come and fight with me? You have teach Sony pen drive, but they are actually using Samsung pen drive. Can you teach once again? Will you tell me that?
No.
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 Why?
It's simply
Process is
changing
Similar.
same, only the
brand.
brand is different.
Answer
Only
is same. Usage is
process
same.
is same. Process is same, right? Process is same. Whichever pen drive you use, the process is same. Just like that, if you're learning this language, you can communicate to any database. Tomorrow, maybe today we are learning this. Tomorrow, if you are getting into a project where you're using this, don't come and fight with KSR. It's the language we are learning, right? It's a language we are learning. Another example I'll give you. Today, 90% of all the people are here are Indians, right? So that is why if you see my communication, it's very simple. I am not using any complex vocabulary or complex sentence formation. My talk is as simple as that. Anyone can understand. But do you think the same way I talk to my managers and my team? Definitely no. I have clients all over the world, right? I work with different clients. If I'm talking to US people, my way of talk will be different. I'll be talking bit fast. I'll be talking even more confident, right? My way of talk will be different. I have also clients from Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka, I'll keep it very simple. I'll talk even slow than this. So whichever country I'm speaking, I'm actually changing the sentence formation, vocabulary, the words which I use. But main thing is English is not changing. English is not changing. Similarly, in this also, you communicate to any database, the language SQL is not going to change. Only where you are using is going to change. So if you are learning one database and this language, tomorrow I can give you confidence that you can work with any database because the importance is given to language. But I'm not saying 100% it is same. 95% of the times your SQL code is same for all the database. Just 5% means small syntax changes. Don't think about that 5%. Let's think about that 95%. So 95% of the times your SQL language is going to be same throughout all the database. And in our session, we are going to learn MySQL. So MySQL is a database that we are going to install in each and every one's machine, and we are going to practice SQL. So the importance will be given to language and not the tool, right? So tomorrow, see, tomorrow you get into IBM. Let's say that tomorrow you get an offer from IBM. IBM will never use any other database. They have their own product. They have their own database. So everyone will prefer to use their own database. That time, you will also be allowed to use IBM database, but nothing to worry because language is going to be same. That language is what you're going to learn here, which is nothing but SQL. So doesn't matter which company you go, doesn't matter which database they are using, your SQL doesn't change. That's a language you are learning. So don't think too much on the softwares. Don't think too much on the tools. Wherever you write, it's going to be SQL. With that, I want to prove you that why am I choosing this database? You can ask me. You could have chosen IBM to teach. You could have chosen Oracle to teach. You could have chosen SQL Server to teach. Why are you choosing MySQL? Okay. The reason why I am choosing MySQL is there is a dolphin symbol on the MySQL which is so attractive.
No.
No.
We have to see why we are learning MySQL, right? So the reason why we are choosing MySQL is, well, it's a open source. When I say open source, anyone can download it, install it, and we can use it as much as we can because this is completely comes with a free version. You need not pay any license charges. And forget about all that. The right side, if you see, all these companies are still using MySQL for their projects, right? So all the companies which you see in the right side, they are still using MySQL. That means we are still in usage. And more importantly, the reason why we are actually using this is it's actually open source and it can also support a larger data. And most importantly, it is cross-platform. Whether your machine is a Windows machine or it's a Mac machine or whatever machine it is, you can still go and install your software. And it is also easy to use. Okay, all these features we are actually using MySQL. So there is also pros and cons of every database. But here the challenge is we have to learn something, right? See, database is costly. Let me tell you upfront. Database is costly. If you want to learn any database, who will go and spend some money on licensing, installation? You need to have a proper configuration, high configuration laptop, right? But here we are interested in learning the language, not the tool. I am not guaranteeing that 100% you will go and use MySQL in all the projects. Maybe not, maybe or may not be. But the language is what is given importance. I don't want you to spend for laptop. I don't want you to spend for licensing. Let's keep it simple. So we will install MySQL, which is open source, where anyone can install in your machine and we can start working upon, right? So that's about the MySQL, lot of features are there. Even today, a lot of companies are still using it. Maybe if you get into any of the companies on screen, or there are similar companies which are still using MySQL, well and good, you will be easily adoptable for it. But if you learn this also, in writing in any other tool is also possible. Okay, imagine you have started to, you open your smartphone and you start typing very fast, right? In WhatsApp, you just use we're all used for typing, right? If I give you a different phone, you'll still be using that. Okay, imagine you're using Android phone. Suddenly, if I give you a iPhone, you'll still type it. It's not that difficult, because you have adopted to the process. The same thing here, we are going to learn the language. Rest of the things will be very easy. Okay, so don't come and ask me why I'm not teaching SQL Server, why I'm not teaching Postgres, why I'm not teaching DB2, why I'm not teaching Oracle. Well, I would say simply, you learn here, you can implement elsewhere. Okay, with that, the last part of our SQL demo is, let's get ready for installation. Let's get ready for installation. If you want to use this software, if you want to use this database, we have to have the software. So this is the official website that you see on the screen, and the moment you open that, we will be able to see this screen, and we wanted to install this. Okay, to make our work easier, we have actually created one document for installing. Okay, see, downloading a software and installing, it's not a big deal, anyone can do it, but still we are making your work easier. So I am going to share you one document. Which you will be able to install by yourself. Okay, now first thing, just go and search MySQL download for Windows. This is the first thing you need to do. Okay, the moment you do this, you'll get the first link. Download MySQL installer. See, 90% if you focus here, installation, you need not even refer, right? Focus here. So we have to download this. Once you download this, you'll be getting a prompt here. Okay, this one is a prompt. Okay, now I don't know if you have used Facebook. It's been a while that I've been not using Facebook. In Facebook, you can use a Facebook app. You can also log into Facebook mobile in your phone. Have you observed that? You have a dedicated app for Facebook. Also, you can go to the browser and type m.facebook.com. You'll still be able to see. Yes? Have you observed this?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the difference between a browser Facebook and a phone app Facebook?
App, that's Android app, and this is
App will kill
HTML.
your memory. Google Web, whenever you want to log in, if you want, you can log in and you can log out. So it won't use the storage capacity of the phone.
UI
Right.
is different.
Yes, in fact, app is even more flexible, right? The videos automatically gets loaded, you can see it. But in phone, in mobile, means even in phone only, you have a mobile version, that is a web version. It's a bit hard, but the only thing is you can save some memory. Okay, if you have a minimum of i5 configuration, your MySQL installation should be very smooth. Okay, if you are minimum of i5 configurations, even i3 will work, but it will become a bit slow. Okay, if you have a minimum of i5 configuration, you should be able to install that. I would say this, you have two versions. Okay, one is 2.4 MB and one is 300 MB. One is called app version, one is called a web version. I would recommend you to download this 300 MB file, which is like completely a software that gets downloaded. But if you go with the above one, the above one acts like a browser one. So you have to have internet always. You have to always work with browser. It not that user friendly. But the people who don't have a proper laptop, okay, even if your laptop is not even i5 configuration, your laptop is very slow, your RAM is just 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, in that case you can go with the browser version. But everyone, my recommendation is, please go with the installation of 331 MB. This is actually the actual software. Okay, it's an actual software where it will be residing on your system. It will use your memory and you will have a good user-friendly interaction. Okay, so download this. Once you download this, and you need not sign in directly, just go, no thanks, just start my download. and here it is getting downloaded. It is a 300 MB file which is getting installed. And once it is getting installed, I'll create one folder in my, this is a best practice I do. Any software which I install, I'll put it in a folder, and I'll copy this in the downloads. There will be this file will be there, right? I'll copy and put it into this MySQL, and you just need to double click it. Just need to double click it. If you double click it, the installation will start. And once you double click it, the installation starts, and it starts every single slide. I've taken a screenshot. And now once this is completed, it will ask you what type of software you want to choose. Okay, we are not going to build any real-time projects. When I say real-time projects, what your organization's working, right? Like that, we are not going to build any database here. Our main objective is learning analytics, right? You have joined this course to learn analytics. SQL is a part of your analytics, right? So we will choose a simple version, that is, we'll choose a custom version. We'll choose a custom version. If you choose full version, your entire RAM will be utilized and your system will be slow, right? The full version will be opted only if you are working for a company. We are not working for company here, right? We are installing this database for learning purpose only. For learning, research, R&D purpose, let's choose the custom. Okay, so these are all different versions. If you want to have a server, if you want to have a client system, if you want a full, all this we don't use. We are using only for learning purpose. So let's install this custom and go for next. And here it will show you what are the products that is available within the custom. Okay, what are the products available in custom? Just press plus plus plus. You'll be able to see all this. Okay, first one I have pressed, and this is what server I need. Just click it and click the green button. The server will come this side. Okay, similarly, you expand the second one, application. There is something called workbench, that also you need to pull in. And the third one you actually called a MySQL shell, that also you pull in. Finally, you have to have 4 products here. One should be server, one should be workbench, one should be router, one should be shell. Okay, all this is getting from this available components, and just get this installed and go for next, and automatically this will get installed. Okay, automatically it will get installed. Now, in order to install this MySQL, there could be some supporting software that is required. I repeat, in order to install this MySQL, there could be a supporting software that could be required. For example, now for this, I need a Visual Studio C++, which I may not have. This is not present in my system. That means when I'm installing MySQL, installing software, it's fine. Step by step, I'm doing it. Suddenly, it is asking, hey, in your system, we don't have Microsoft Visual C++. Can you install this? So all these are supporting products. So you can just click that. You can simply say that, I agree, and you install this. Now, this is not the software. This is not MySQL software. This is a supporting software for installing MySQL. You may get it or you may not get it. If your laptop is a new laptop, you may not get this. If your laptop is an old laptop, you may get it, right? So you will get this. So install this. Once you install this, instead of this, if you get any other tool also, fine, you install this. Okay. Now I'm installing the supporting software, Microsoft Visual C++, setup complete. Now all these are requirements is checked. Next, go for next. Once you click the next, all this will be ready to install. This is a bit time consuming. It will take one by one and it will install. First one is installing. First one is complete. Second one is complete. Third one will be installing. And then this will be installed. If all the 4 are installed, you have to click execute. This is the last step. Every screenshot I have taken to make your work easier. So I'll be complete. And finally, you can go for next. And this is a very important page where you just need to avoid changing. Let it be whatever it is. Let it be the development computer. You are using your laptop for a developer version. Just keep it development. Nothing to do. Go for next. Go for next. And keep a simple password. It's your laptop. You're the only person who's using. Don't keep like a WhatsApp password. No one is going to touch this. Okay. Keep it very simple. The reason is, if you forget the password, the installation, you have to reinstall it. There is a big lengthy task to recover the password. So let's keep simple. Keep it like welcome, keep it like hello, keep it like admin, keep it simple. It's only for learning purpose, right? So keep the passwords very simple. Okay, so please enter the password, also re-enter the password and go for next. And once you have given the password, go for next, go for next, don't do any changes, go for next, don't do any changes, go for next. And this is our last step that will be applied, where we have to apply the configuration settings. So please go and click next. All this will be one by one check-in will happen. Once this is all done, the execute button will be enabled. Then finally the configurations for MySQL Server was successfully installed. Go and click finish. Now once you click the finish, this is the last step, the product configuration. Go for next, don't do any changes, go for next, finish, next, finish. That's all. Once the installation is open, a command prompt will open like this. A command prompt will open like this, which is a proof that the installation is completed. Then you immediately close it. Okay. After you close it, you come back here. You come back here. Okay. You come back here. You have to search for MySQL Workbench. This is a software we have installed. Remember, it comes with a dolphin symbol, right? It comes with a dolphin symbol. So just click this. If you click this, it will show you the page like this. Show you the page like this. Now this is the installation. MySQL is a database. Workbench is like your place where you go and write the code. This has to be installed. Once you open this, you go and search here, MySQL Workbench will have been installed, and you will be seeing this. Okay, and that's the same thing you're seeing in this document as well. This is a final step. Okay, any questions on the installation? Are we good?
No, good.
Yeah.
We are good.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
And it will be support on iOS also in MacBook.
Yeah, MacBook also it will supportable. We don't have any document for Mac, but usually you can get it from the Google. Very simple steps, just like what we did here. You'll also have step-by-step process in Mac also. It comes with a cross-platform features. That means you can install it on any OS. Before coming to the tomorrow's class, this software is mandatory. I'll be sharing this document all over the groups. Wherever you get the links, in that group, you will be able to see this document as well. Before coming to the next class, you have to install this. Is that clear?
Yes.
i5 also it will get support.
Sorry, what?
i5.
Yeah, i5 configuration, it will support. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Now with this, let's get back to this presentation. This is the last PPT class. Going forward, everything, rest of the classes, everything will be practical class. Okay. Now, as I told, you have to click the desktop version. And this is the software that we have installed. MySQL is a database. Workbench is a place where you're going to write the code. So this Workbench, you can use it for multiple purpose, where we can do a data modeling, development, configurations, everything we can do. But we will be using only for SQL development, because that's our role. We are not going to work anything like admin. Okay, we are not going to work anything like admin. So we are going to use this for SQL development. And your MySQL Workbench is available in Windows, Linux, and Mac OS as well. Okay, so this is a software that we have installed. So once you open this, you will be logging into this. And the password which you have given while the installation, which I told you, keep it very simple. The same password you give here. And once you give here, it will open like this. Okay, this is a screen that you will see. This is a screen that you'll see. This is a place that we are going to write the code. Remember this, there is one box here, one box here, one box here, one box here, right? You can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compartments are there. 4 to 5 compartments are there, right? Now let's see what is this each one does. Okay, now the first compartment which you see here, this is where you're going to write SQL code. It's called SQL Visual Editor. Now this is where you're going to write a SQL code. What I've told you in the day one of your SQL class, it's a language, it's a communication that you're going to do the database. You ask a question, it is going to give the answer. Now this is a question that we are asking, and immediately you're getting the answer. The answer which you're getting, we call it as a query result. So you ask something to a database, hey, what happened in this year? What happened in that year? When did it happen? When did that happen? You'll get the result. This is called query result. Okay, and whatever the comments which you are running, you will also be able to track on that particular session. history commands. From today morning to evening, whatever the commands which I've run, I should be able to see in the history commands. Once you close it and open, this history will be flushed out, right? Only during the session, that particular session from morning to night, whatever I'm doing, you can track it here, correct? So the history tab. Now, this is where you will have all the databases. So I may be working for different projects. One day I'll work for Flipkart, one day I'll work for Amazon, one day I'll work for KSR. So I may be working for different databases. So here you have the database. Okay, so here we have the database. In the database is where we are storing the actual data. Now you are getting the results, right? From where it is coming? It is coming from the tables. It is coming from the tables. So all your data is stored in the form of a table, which I've told you in yesterday's session.
Fields.
This is how the data will be stored. It will be stored in the form of a table. So table, fields or columns, and then the data. So these are the tables. Now this table is what you can display here. So that is why it is shown like this. Okay. Now this is the table where your actual data will be stored. And if you write some code, that only that part will be visualized. And this is actually like a help command. If you don't know any syntax, this is going to help you. Okay, this is going to help you. If you don't know how to insert a record, if you just click the insert, you'll get the syntax. See here, I don't know what is the select syntax will come, and for this update will come, and for this create table it will come, and this is what is a help command. And for you people, this is not at all required. You can simply go and close this. Why it's not required? I am your help command. Okay.
Yeah.
I am your help panel now. So you don't need this box. And in fact, even if it is there, this is not needed. Okay, this is an older version, right? So you can browse it from Google is there, ChatGPT is there, Stack Overflow is there, Gemini is there. When lot of sites are there, this is not at all needed. So I'll close this. If I close this, I'll get a good amount of space where I can write the code, right? So this is what is required before coming to the next class, because tomorrow's session we are going to start the practicals. Okay, so this is a main editor that we are going to write. We are going to write the code here, and immediately we are going to get the result here. Okay, so with this we have come to end of our SQL introduction. We started with SQL. One slide we have also covered about history, when it was launched and why it is important. I gave you two beautiful examples. One was OLTP and one was OLAP. And there is no other technology that can match for OLTP. And there are a lot of database in the market. Why we are going to use this, that also I've covered. And finally, installation. From tomorrow's session, everything is going to be practicals. Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now, before coming to the next class, please make sure that you install this. Before coming to the next class, please make sure that you install this. I'll be sharing this document. Very straightforward. It's just like a software we have to install. So please install it before coming to the next class. Okay. So by this, we have completed the SQL introduction and we will be starting with the practicals. Before that, I would be giving more information on this course. Okay, this course is actually full stack Power BI. Okay, which can also be called as a data analyst. You can either apply for a data analyst role, or also you can apply for Power BI developer. The four main components that we are going to learn will be SQL, and it will be Power BI, and we'll also be learning cloud. Especially we'll be focusing on ADF, and we'll be focusing on a new update, which is Fabric. The entire session, the entire course will be for 100 days. Okay, and it may come to 120 hours. It can even go up to 5 months. Okay, I'll try to never say this end date, because end of the day you have to understand, it's not like I'll finish it in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. As long as we have a complete satisfaction of the batch, this batch will be running. So it is going to be 4.5 months to 5 months course. Okay, so this will be the duration, and the classes will be from Monday to Friday. Okay, So it's going to be initially for the first 10-15 days, you will have 1 hour session, because I don't want to dump everything on the day one itself. So for the initial first 10 days, I want you to get the grip of the technology. A lot of people are coming from non-technical, they don't know anything. So we wanted to give some time for them to get used to it. So for the initial first 10 days, the classes will be for 1 hour, and then it goes up to 1.5 hours. Okay. So the classes will be from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. IST. Saturday and Sunday, you'll be given time for practice, doubt clearance. Okay, any questions? All this will be given support. And apart from that, Saturday, Sunday also, you will also have some special classes like a soft skills. Okay, like how does the project works, what is agile methodology. We will try to get some guest lectures who is working in the organizations every alternative week. This happens, okay, Saturday and Sunday. Apart from that, we do also have 24/7 support in terms of solving your questions. I'll not be 24/7 available, but our team will be there. Technical people, mentors, everyone will be there. Okay, so this is the course detail. We have completed 5 free sessions. From tomorrow onwards, it's going to be from tomorrow, from 12th July, it's going to be paid sessions. Okay, so when I say paid session, you have to get registered to our website, you have to reach out to our team, pay the fees, and then continue the course. In case if you are interested, and I'm telling you very honestly, if you have understood for the 5 days, only then you join. Please don't waste your money. You can refer to many other demos, major institutes, and then take a call. But if you are joining here, only one thing which I will say is, if you have understood for the what we have covered in the last 5 days, only then you join. Okay, so this is going to be paid session from tomorrow. And one last information which I want to tell is fee structure, including the Power BI as well as the Fabric license. We are going to give you the license, and the licenses we are going to give for almost 4 months. The complete duration we are going to give the license. This license is really needed. That means for every person we are going to give a account like this, right? You're going to give a account like this, and if you want to talk to me, you have to talk to me over the Teams itself. This is our Teams. If you see Santosh at KSR Consulting Services, it's a organization level we work. If you want to talk to me, so whoever is like talking, all these are our students. All these are students, right? If there is any doubts, they ask me here, right? They ask me here. So any communication you want, you have to communicate to me here, and you have to talk to me professionally, because we are going to work like an organization. We are nowhere considered as an institute. We are called ourselves as a startup. So we will work like an organization. So your communication, everything will happen over Teams as well as the Outlook, and we will give you all the information as well as the credentials for this. Okay, so including the license, Power BI license, Fabric license, as well as your Outlook, Teams, and along with that resume preparation, one-to-one guidance, mentorship, everyone, the fees goes to 30,000. Okay, this one, if you're paying for 3 installments, like for example, I want to pay 10K in the first month, second month I'll pay 10K, third month if I want to pay 10K, this is a flexibility you have. Okay, this is for if you're paying 3 installments. Okay, let's say I'm interested in only 2 installments. In that case, you have to pay only 14K plus 4. Okay, now, okay, I can pay in 1 installment. In that case, the fees will be 27K. You'll get an instant discount of 3K if you're going with a one-time payment. The actual course fees is 30,000 including the license. The reason why it is 30,000, because for license itself we are going to spend 4,000 per student. So every student we have to get this account from the Microsoft. For that, its charge itself is 4,000. So if you are paying in 3 installments, you have to pay 10K, 10K, 10K. If you are paying for 2 installments, it's 14K, 14K. And if you are paying for 1 installment, it's 27. Okay, so this is with respect to fee structure. Okay, in case if you want to pay directly from our app, you can do that. Okay, if you want to directly pay from the app, you can go pay that. So log in to our website, log into the website, the login which you've already created, right? So log into that. If you're not, you can sign up and you can go to the paid course, Explore course. In the Explore course, please go to the paid course and directly you can buy from here. Okay, full stack Power BI, just buy from here and you'll be able to buy. If you want to talk to a team and if you want to opt for uh, what is this installment, okay, in that case what you can do is you can always reach out to our team and our team are there to help you. Okay, so please reach out to our team 6123. Okay, so please reach out to number, our team will be there to help you. Any other questions? From tomorrow it's going to be a paid session, you will not be getting any link as such.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yes.
Today is my first session, so I have joined after started. So just I want to understand. We do not have a knowledge on the SQL and also in the Power BI. I'm a non-technical. Is it fine? With can we learn in within these 4 to 5 months?
I
As
would
and
I would recommend you to go back and see all the 4 sessions that we covered. Every single information is shared there. Whether who can go for this course, is it possible for a non-technical people to learn? Everything is covered there. So request you to go back and visit our 4 sessions. All the 4 sessions is available in our YouTube channel, and as well as you can get the details from our website. So please go and get that 4 sessions. Every single information is shared there. So to answer your question in short, definitely you will be able to learn even if you're coming from a non-coding background.
all right.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, myself Shanawaz.
Yes, tell me.
Hello. Yeah, I have like this is my first session. I just inquire regarding the Power BI full stack development course, but I would like to know what you will be like able to tell in the like discuss in the regarding the Azure, like it's a Synapse Analytics, Fabric, and all that. So, what will be the date curriculum you can tell me?
See, actually we have already covered this. I would request you to go back and see the first 4 sessions. This is a 5th session actually. And here, if you see here, we will be covering, if you see the roadmap, we'll be covering SQL, which will go for 20 hours, Power BI for almost 50 hours. In Azure, our main focus will be Azure Data Factory. We'll be covering 4 services: Azure Block Storage, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure ADF, and Azure SQL Database. Focus will be given on more on the Azure Data Factory, and then we'll be covering Fabric. The entire roadmap for data analytics will go up to 100 days.
No, that is fine, but like for ADF and the as mentioned in the brochure, you will be handling the Databricks, Synapse Analytics, and all that.
No, no,
Will it
no.
be covered?
No, I think you are referring to the wrong course. I think I'll be sharing you the course content. In the course content, we have clearly mentioned what subtopics also will be covered. So reach out to our team. Our team can help you with the latest course details. In ADF, we'll be focusing mainly on ADF activities. So for data analytics, your main service is required is ADF.
Okay, and in Fabrics, what you will discuss?
Fabric is a new update that we have got last year from Microsoft. That also will be
Right, right.
covered. It's been just 6 to 8 months that they're made available for public. We will be doing one end-to-end project in Fabric, one end-to-end project in Azure, one end-to-end project in Power BI. So totally 3 end-to-end projects we'll be doing.
Okay, basically, can you share your number because today I also called to the number that you mentioned below, but I am not able to like have a complete detail regarding the technical discussion. So, would you like to
Reach out
share
to
your number so
Mahesh.
that
Reach out to Mahesh. Mahesh will definitely help you.
okay, he is a trainer.
He is a mentor.
Okay,
He's like the technical advisor. He can give you all of the details.
okay. Just a moment, I need to share the number.
Yeah, you can talk to him. He can guide you. He is one of the best advisor you can have.
And who will be teaching the like data engineering?
It's me.
Okay, because sir, I have been working in Power BI from last 4 years. Okay, and I would like to go for
See, I
upgrade?
would suggest you to go with attending the demo for all the data science, data analytics. If you are looking for data bricks, if you're looking for synopsis, I would say you can go for data engineering. This is only for data analytics where we focus on Azure ADF. But if you want to go with the data engineering, where whatever the tools you have mentioned, right, everything we will be covering there.
Yeah, just scroll down. I need to just save the write down the number. Just a moment. No.
In these 4 months, if we miss any class, can we get a recorded sessions
Every
to?
single classes will be recorded. Even whatever the questions students ask, right, even that I record. So you will never miss even a single word.
Okay, in the teams, you will create a group for this batch.
Yes,
Like,
we have. Yeah, if you see here, we have already created multiple batch groups here. So all of these are groups. So if any doubts is there, you will be able to reach out to on groups. All these are people have posted some questions and all. I'll be replying, or the other teams also will be replying. So all will be connected over chat.
okay.
So the
Sir,
last
and
4 session is available on the YouTube.
Sorry.
Last 4 session that
Yeah,
you have
last 4
completed.
sessions you'll be able to find it in our YouTube. It will be mentioned like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Today is a day 5.
Okay, sir.
sir,
Thank you.
and one more thing. And what is the access time for this recording session? How
1
long
year.
we can access? 1 year. Okay.
1 year. Yes.
Okay, fine.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, after completion of this means the class, we want to practice. Then that license, do we extend or what, sir? That is, we have given 4 months only.
4 months is too much, right? How much? See, if you still want, you can get it. Okay. If you still want, you can get it. If you want for 8 months also, you will get it. For license, again, you have to pay 3K. We are giving 4 months for free.
Okay.
Okay. It's recommended that you practice within that 4 months. If you don't practice within this 4 months, then again for licensing, you have to pay again.
So,
Okay.
sir, for individual license from the Microsoft, how much we have to pay?
You have to pay 4,000, but we are giving it here for 3,000 per employee,
Okay.
per student. We are charging 3,000 for licensing.
No, in the normal scenario, suppose any
Normal,
individual
that's
or
what
my
I'm saying.
friend
Normal, if you want to buy separately, it will charge you 4.5.
for how many duration? 1 month or
For 1 month, it's 4,000.
1 month is 4,000. Okay.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. Myself, Anthony, sir.
Yes.
I have a small. Actually, I have a few years experience in Power BI, like 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and I'm currently like unemployed. I put my papers, so I'm preparing for interview, and after that, most of the interviews they are asking like Azure. So that's why I came here to join. What will be your suggestions? Are I should practice for the interview by viewing some other Azure database, or should I join this class because this class is very good and understandable? So, what would be your suggestion?
See, if you already know Power BI, then I would ask you to learn data engineering, which is more in demand, and you'll get a very high package. This is for the people who are like very new to uh, IT, where they don't like coding, they don't want to get into coding. For those people, this is recommended. If you have already learned Power BI, which is 60 to 70%, we are covering only Power BI, then why are you joining it again? You join data engineering, which can even give you more job opportunities.
Yeah, okay.
You attend data engineering demo also. There also you'll be able to get complete knowledge. I'll be the person who will be taking data engineering also. You give a try, you attend both the demos, you go back to 5 sessions, see 5 sessions here, see 5 sessions there. 5 sessions is more than enough to decide, okay, what is the subject is all about, who is the right person to go for it. Every single information you can get that.
Okay, sir. And actually, past 2 months, I'm so looking for opportunity. So, if I join the class for 4 months, it would be like 6 months. Can will it consider as a like gap, or I can fill with
See,
some other?
definitely it will be considered as a gap. Okay, but 6 to 8 months of gap is still acceptable by the companies. But if
Okay,
you want to immediately go for it, right, you have to go back, get the previous batch recordings, try to finish it
okay,
as early as possible. That you can do it. If you really need in a job where I want to get a job in the next 2 3 months, that's an option for you. But
okay,
I
sir.
will be going step by step, because this is a tool that you have to learn every loop and corner of the subject. It's not that we learn in 1 month. We have to give some time for learning, and we're going to learn 4 tools, which will take 100 days.
Okay, so in data engineering, the data engineering also we have SQL or
We have SQL. Instead of Power BI, there you'll be learning Python. Instead of
Python.
Fabric, we'll be learning Azure services in detail. Big data, Spark, PySpark, all this will come.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I would suggest you to go for seeing the demo for data engineering as well as a data analyst. So there you will be able to judge which is a good one for you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. With that, if you don't have any questions, please reach out to our team. Okay, it's late today. We have closed at 8 o'clock, but you can reach out to us tomorrow morning. So if you are interested, go back and see the 5 sessions which is available in the YouTube. This video also will be available in the YouTube by morning. So go through all the 5 sessions. If you have understood, you can join. Okay. So you can also check from the other institutes, check the market, check the teaching level, check the quality. End of the day, choose which is best for you. Okay, the one where you understand completely, that is required. So please take a wise decision. Okay, with
Santosh,
that,
I will
Thanks,
handle here
Santosh.
if anyone still have questions, guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can ask me, Mahesh
Okay,
here.
thank you.
You can ask me, guys, if you have any questions related to that joining the details or else payments or else access related, like someone asking about 1 year access, right? Yes, it's a technically 1 year, but after 1 year still you need, we can discuss over call only with me only. So I will get some feedback from you, what reason exactly make you for the access after 1 year. The reason from my intention, within a year, you should people get a placed and you should be become expert in that particular skill set. After 1 year, you should need in the sense, maybe something fishy, like I just need to understand any wrong in there. So we will guide you and we will discuss over call and later we can work on it. Like I will extend the access. If still need any support from KSR point of view, we can discuss and I will make any help to you. Any questions?
Hi, Nandini here.
Yeah.
I want to refresh my Excel, Microsoft Excel. Like,
Uh-huh.
is there any previous classes videos which I
Yeah,
can
Excel,
refer
we
and
have a record
refresh?
actually. Who need, I will provide you for free of cost. You don't need to pay any penny.
Okay. Thank you.
But those are records. Recorded lectures we have, I will send.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Any more questions, guys?
Okay,
Mahesh, I
thank you.
just wanted to check that 3 sessions, I'm not able to get the details. That 4 sessions, which
As
five.
of now, I explained, right? In
No,
upcoming
correct.
sessions, it's there.
No, I went and I checked in website. I couldn't able to
Okay, no
go
worries.
in
I
there.
will show you again. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Do you want me to share my screen so that you can guide me?
Yeah, share your screen then. Are you able to share your screen?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Give me a second. You're able to see it?
Yeah, first you have to sign in, sir.
I've done, but it is asking for
Asking for? Click on sign
password.
in. Yeah, you have to create account, right? If you don't have.
That also I have done, but it is not accepting me.
Okay, open it now. We'll check it. Click on sign in.
I think the URL entered is wrong. It is VIZON.
No. It's the same. We have a multiple
Same, no?
URLs actually.
Okay.
That's correct. That's correct. No need to.
Okay.
You have account already?
No.
Yeah, then you have to create account, right?
Correct. That is what I'm trying to tell. When I do that,
Uh-huh.
it is not allowing me to create. I have done already.
Okay. So you will get a OTP. Check it if you might be created already.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it.
No,
How do you place?
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can create account. Someone asking like abroad. Yeah, tell me team. Abroad, you are saying.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, so how do you place them? Like,
In abroad depends on your visa, ma'am. Like if you have OPT, if you have H1B, depends on that. I can able to guide you. I'm not going to place 100% something in abroad. Depends on your visa status. Like example, you have an OPT and you have to connect with our some of the consultancies. I can able to help you to make the few consultancies. I do have tie up there in the US and Canada, right? Whereas if you have H1B, I will guide you how to get the calls. But still,
green card?
right? The US
Yeah.
market how now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can still help there in abroad as well, but I'm not going to tell like simply you will get a calls there. Their market compared to India, US market is not so good, but still I
Yes.
can able to help you.
Yeah, I do have a green card. So right now the market is not good.
Green, when you have the green card, maybe compared to H1B green card and EAD people are good opportunities. For sure will help you. I will guide you like how to market your resume. You can try by your own. Click on explore courses, guys. Explore courses.
So one more thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
For this, Microsoft Excel is a must for learning. Or
No, not must.
Not required.
Not
Because
mandatory, not required,
not
like it's not
mandatory,
mandatory.
but I have to learn from starting from the scratch. That's why.
Yes. From scratch, even though you don't know anything, like in the first
Yeah,
session,
I
Santosh
have
said,
no little bit knowledge I have, but
you
full.
don't know anything also, we are going to learn one by step. You no need to worry. We just focus on the sessions. What are the concepts Santosh is teaching on the day? You can just practice on the same day. That's more than enough. Chetan, hope you are able to access, right?
Yeah, Mahesh, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Power BI and data analyst both are same, right?
Power BI is one of the part in data analytics. Data analytics is a main concept actually. Power BI is one of the tool for user data to use analysis. Example, who knows Excel well, even though people can able to say as a data analyst, but they have some limitation. They can't use a huge data. They can't get in a better visualization. That's the reason we are using Power BI. In some cases, people use a Tableau. In some cases, they will use a Looker. Example, if you have a Google project, Google obtain the Looker. They are forced to using only Looker in Google projects and Google Trends most cases. And similar way, like a ClickView, ClickSense, and Tableau, these kind of tools depends on market requirement they are using.
So if you want to take for a data analyst course, so it's different, right?
No, ma'am. It's the same. Like data analytics, we are using Power BI as the main source here. That's the only difference. Anyone can become data analyst, even though who knows Excel also.
Okay.
But the limitation is different.
So for data analyst, do we need Python?
Here, not mandatory in our course. But if it's have a Python, it's an added advantage for data cleaning and all. But in our level, this level, Python is not mandatory. If you have, it's an added advantage.
Yeah, just before, like in this session, Santosh was saying like for Power BI and data analytics. So if we learn Power BI, can we apply for data analyst?
If you learn, you are data analyst. Maybe I didn't get that completely. I just need to check a better example to you. So data analyst is in a main subject, like you can say, like a concept. Power BI we are utilizing for data analysis. So you are in a data analyst. If you know Power BI well, you are a data analyst. You can apply for business intelligence expert. You can apply for data analyst. You can apply for Power BI developer. You can apply for BI developer also. 4 options. Any questions?
Hi Mahesh, this is Khalil.
Yeah, hi Khalil.
When course will complete, then how can I get a job?
We are discussing from last 4 days about that only. By applying in the LinkedIn and Naukri, you are going to get opportunities and you have to crack interview. Then you will get in a job. And we will guide you on each step, like how to get an opportunities also. Okay, guys, then you can call us tomorrow morning after 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We will be available. So you can call to me or else Soumya. We will discuss and we'll guide you to for the payment process as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.